The youngest son noticed his mom's shoes were worn out, so he stole a new pair from the mall. His older brother scolded him, reminding him that no matter how poor they were, stealing was never an option. The next second, worms started crawling across the boy's face, then spread all over his body. His mother rushed forward, holding him tight. Firefighters immediately called the head of the monster detective agency, Jack. At that very moment, Jack was busy killing an orphan. Even though a bullet pierced the boy's forehead, he miraculously came back to life. The boy's name was David. He was half monster, born with the power to heal endlessly, unable to die. That was why Jack pulled the trigger, to fulfill his client's request, and at the same time free David from the cursed village. Jack brought him back to the agency, gave him clean clothes, and sprayed him with a perfume that hid his monster scent. In a world where humans and monsters coexisted, some creatures always found ways to wreak havoc. The detective agency's mission was to stop them. Inside the office lived two other half-monster kids. On the left was John. On the right, Tom. Tom was also a half-monster, but he despised David from the start. The moment he found out David was 2 years younger, he instantly switched into Big Brother mode. Soon, the four of them were called to the scene. Meanwhile, the firefighters tried rescuing the mother and son, but worms swarmed their bodies in seconds. To keep the infestation from spreading, they had no choice but to seal the door, even if it meant letting the family die inside. When Jack's team arrived, they quickly surveyed the dark, worm-filled room. The older brother begged for help. Jack explained, "These worms won't actually harm people, but something in this room is drawing them in. If we remove it, they'll disappear." Tom, the spider-human hybrid, shot webs from his fingers to cover the walls, trying to trap the swarm, but the worms devoured the web in an instant. David wanted to go in. Jack remembered his ghoul-like traits, and let him try. David had no blood, no pain. Even if the worms smothered him completely, he'd stay conscious. Moments later, he discovered the source of the attraction. When he lifted it high, the dark room lit up, and every worm scattered away. The mother was still clutching her child. Afterward, everyone wondered, why would worms be drawn to a pair of shoes? Jack explained, the worms aren't after leather, they're after sin. The shoes were stolen. The older brother stepped forward, thanked the team, and promised to return the shoes. It turned out the family was painfully poor, a single mother who skipped meals just to care for 3 kids. She never bought anything for herself, not even new shoes. The little boy only stole them, because his heart ached for his mom. But was he wrong to do it?